I recently picked up this, I think, nice Warren VRX 35 winch used from somebody. And I got it mounted to a trailer hitch receiver plate. Alright, you can see I've got it mounted to my 2-inch receiver hitch back here. I've got it bolted onto the power right now. I've ordered a couple of quick connectors so I can disconnect it, and then I'll put this wire inside the battery box. Power for it is coming, I'll show you here. I've actually got the power coming off the starter relay. So obviously there's power coming up from the battery. It comes to this starter relay. So I connected my positive power to the same bolt that starter relay power comes from. And then I've mounted the relay in here for the winch. And then I did sort of a redneck switch thing. I took out there was an amp meter that was broken, so that used to reside here. I just took that out, put this switch in, and it's bolted in, but I used some fine electrical tape to cover up those bolts, which would otherwise rust pretty quick. And like I said, the relay is mounted in here. You can look at my other video for information about wiring that relay. But you got to have this red wire, because the red wire supplies power to the relay. Wait a minute. I don't know, but you have to hook this red wire up to the battery red, and then you get the green and the blues hooked up. The batteries mine's a little different than the diagram in the manual. I put the battery leads, positive, negative, to the side that has the wires coming out of it. I don't know if that's necessary or not, but the two on the other side then are going to go right to the motor. Let's see, I might have this backwards now. Let's see, in. I want it to go in, and it's going out hard. One problem is that I put this relay here. It kind of interferes with the gas tank. I should have moved it back about a ½ an inch, and then I wouldn't have had a problem. As it is, it still fits in there sort of, but it would fit better if it was back a little bit. I ran my negative cable right to the battery. I could have run it to what this negative cable from the battery normally just bolts onto the frame here. So I technically could have just bolted this onto the frame someplace, but yeah, it was too long. So I might as well just go right to the battery. You don't have to. And then I ran my cables up. You could take this whole box off and work pretty easily, but they came up nicely through this little slot here, and you could see when I put the seat down, it doesn't even hurt them. So, that works really well, as long as my battery's pretty dead. So, but as long as the motor is running, I'm not having any trouble at all powering this winch, which I wouldn't expect. It's, an ATV winch, so what is this? It's kind of an ATV. So, alright, let's see if we can pull this boulder. I've got it backed up against a rock, so that one, it'll work without the motor running too. I just didn't want to run the battery down. So let's find something else to pull. Alright, well, here's the next thing we got going on here. We've got this oak tree which has died, and it is situated precariously over my cabin. So because it's leaning the wrong way, we're gonna hook the winch up to it. See, I've got a strap around it, and we're gonna try to cut it down. Now this, I know every video of someone cutting down a tree on YouTube is them dropping a tree on their cabin. This is not one of those videos. I found it works pretty well if I have the tractor up against a tree to keep it from sliding away. Alright, got some pressure on it. See, problem here, all these ants. Okay, all right, Finny. Just all ants in there.